Yep. It's morning. How we doing? How we doing? Wednesday, the day after the midterm elections. Yeah. So I was not as informed as I needed to be, but I did vote. There were I guess it's the preliminary vote. What do you call it? Primary vote for a lot of the offices that are going to be voted on in November. So they had a ballot for Republicans and a ballot for Democrats. Guess which sheet I filled out? Anyway, God, they were like, hi, Dave. There were like 10 names running for governor of Texas, just on the Republican ticket. I didn't see how many were on the Democratic side. Man, I didn't. I only know two of the names. One is the incumbent, the governor now, and another name, is a past governor of Texas, Rick Perry. Hey, Hank. And then all these offices, clerks and, county clerk and county justice of the peace, uh, Texas representative to Congress. Man, bum crack picker, Hank, Dave the gent. So yeah, hi Mike. Did everybody in the country have a voting yesterday? Hey, sarcastic storage stacker. So yeah, the wife and I went out and voted. We did our civic duty. I understand the line was real long early in the morning. We went about 11 a.m. and there were just a couple of people ahead of us to get a ballot. Took longer to fill out the ballot than it did to wait in line to get a ballot. Then you feed it into the machine, the scanner. Seems like that would be instantaneous. I haven't looked to see what the results of the election were. I suppose I could do that now. I'm not doing anything. Are you doing anything? Let's see. TXS election. RESULTS 2022. Okay, because everybody wants to know this information. No, you probably don't. But I'm going to do it anyway. So, there it is. For governor on the Republican ticket, looks like all the precincts are in. And Greg Abbott won by a pretty good landslide on the Republican ticket. And then Beto O'Rourke won on the Democrat ticket. Wasn't he going to run for president? Ken Paxton and George P. Bush. Which Bush is George P. Bush? Is that George W.'s son? Democratic. Rochelle Garza. Lieutenant Governor is Dan Patrick, who is the incumbent. Y'all are so interested in this, huh? U.S. House. Morgan Luttrell. And on we go. State legislature. Then we had all these different ones. I didn't even know a bunch of these names. Agricultural Commissioner, Comptroller, Criminal Appeals Court, Land Commissioner, Railroad Commissioner, State Board of Education, Texas Supreme Court. Yeah. Hi, Cairns. Hi, Cyber. So, I don't have anybody to chat with once again. How about somebody joining the chat? A lot of people skipped this vote, this election. Mainly because apathy, or they didn't know who to vote for. A lot of the positions, I didn't know anything about the candidates. I mean, the big offices I did, like governor and lieutenant governor and stuff like that. House of Representatives, Congress, U.S. Congress. So this was, I guess, the primary yesterday for the November election. So now that we did the primary, we have a single candidate from each party going to the November election. What else is going on? eBay sales are slow here. I sold 2 yesterday, and neither one have paid yet. Uh, Here we go. We got some co-hosts. There's
That's me.
Sally,
I made it a sandwich.
and there's Tara having a sandwich for breakfast.
Uh-huh. I needed to
Cy-
eat something. I felt like my shoulder was low.
Cyber just started stripping a painted elm chair for a client. Bad idea, gonna take forever.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, if it's something you like to do.
That's his line of work, is restoring.
Oh, really?
Um,
Yeah, you have to
he's,
like doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
uh,
My uncle
he's
did it,
in
but yeah, it's time consuming.
he's
Hmm.
in England. He restores like 300-year-old houses,
Wow.
and like all the wood trim in a 200-year-old house that
No.
gets damaged or aged. He can go in and make it like it's brand new.
Hmm.
That's what he does. That's his thing. And now he's stripping a chair.
Hey, bump
So
crack.
anyway,
You bum pack.
did you get any sales yesterday, Tara?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was actually not a bad day yesterday.
Good,
I mean,
good.
actually, last week, I was a little slow from like, I don't know, Wednesday to Friday. But then the weekend picked up, and then, I mean, the last couple of days have been pretty good too.
Yeah, I've got to do an end and relist. I haven't done one since December.
Hmm.
And then I need to lower some prices on some of my stuff. When I first
Hmm.
put stuff up, I kind of try to aim for the middle of the market
Hmm.
or the high end of the market, and then I can take less money for some of my stuff, but
I mean, it should be getting into tax return season, isn't it? It's what is it? It's March, so yeah, there's people that file right away in February.
yeah, some people file in January. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, I guess
I
yeah.
didn't.
Whenever you get your thing, I guess yeah. We didn't do our taxes yet, but like I think eBay you get that 1099K like the last day of the month in January or something.
Yeah, I know that I didn't even get some of the stuff from like my mutual funds. I didn't get the statement from them until about 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, but it's a ways until April 15th. Are they going to delay the taxes again
I
this year
think
like
till
they
the
have the last
18th.
two?
To the 8th. Yeah, I think you have till the 18th to file. I heard something like that. But no, it ain't gonna be like it was like last year where you had like till June or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know Maggie had a meeting with her tax people yesterday. So we got
Right.
that to do.
I go in.
I don't like tax time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it's not hard to do what I do, but it's just time consuming and it's just not fun.
Mm. Jim has to do our sales tax in Kentucky. Because when we moved here, I think we were still on PayPal. So Wisconsin, we would do quarterlies. But then when eBay started taking the sales tax out, we're like, well, eBay's taking it out. Now we got a letter from the state of Kentucky. So we have to go back. It's like 3 years. And I mean, you can have it as zero because Jim talked to the guy from the state. But yeah, he has to go through now and fill out all these stupid ass sales tax things, but there's no good record that says eBay paid the sales tax on our behalf because eBay just sets the sales tax to the state. But anyway, so he's dealing with that right now. So he hasn't even done our regular taxes.
Mr. City says I have to move some things around, as they say. I don't know what that means. Does it mean like make it look like somebody else bought something or somebody else sold something or
Oh my God, our electric bill though, and I don't know if they forgot to put it on last month, but they had added a $70 surcharge for trucking.
wow.
Yeah.
For trucking?
Well, sure, because we have like 70% of Kentucky's electricity is from coal-fired plants, so I'm assuming they're using diesel semis to move this coal from wherever the heck they get it out of the ground to the plant, so they ain't gonna eat that cost, they'll pass it on to the consumer.
Huh.
Wow.
That's just because the price of diesel.
I would assume, well, they don't describe it very well. They said, trucking costs, so I guess I'm kind of assuming it has something to do with fuel costs. I don't know.
2 days ago, our unleaded fuel was $3.32. This morning, it's $3.79.
Last week, my unleaded gas was $2.97, and I think I don't know if I looked this morning. Yesterday it was $3.29.
Yeah.
But diesel here is just under $4. I think it's $3.99. It's $4 a gallon.
Our diesel is $4.29 right now.
Yeah, and that's gonna hurt because everything still gets moved with diesel trucks. I mean,
Yeah.
all of your trucking to get like groceries to stores or stuff like that. So all those prices are gonna go up.
Yeah.
We've still got $3.15 for unleaded.
$3.15. Yeah.
But I just read on the Wall Street thing that the oil prices are surging again.
Yeah, well, I think you get
So it's going to
it's
go
a
up.
futures-driven market too. So you get these people buying the futures, and then that drives the current price up too.
Well, and Valerie was telling me because I had no idea that there was that big thing in Canada with the truckers.
Oh, you mean the protest thing they did?
Yeah, and then because of the pipeline, they closed the pipe. Biden closed the pipeline, and so.
Yeah, well, the pipeline was closed way back when Biden first took office, but the Canadian truckers were mostly protesting over the vaccine requirement where they had
That's right.
they had to be vaccinated in order to cross the U.S. border. But a lot of those truckers, I think more than half of their trucking business, they go across the U.S. border.
Yeah, but Valerie was saying that they were showing vaccination records and it didn't even matter. They were holding their trucks and then they were auctioning them off.
Well, they seized their trucks because they had that big thing where they parked them in Ottawa. So if you didn't leave, if you stayed and hung into it, yeah, they were towing those trucks and seizing them.
Yeah, there's no diesel anyway, so good.
Yeah.
They're longer.
Yeah. Wow.
When diesel hits $10 a gallon, nobody's gonna want those trucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really crazy. All of that going on, and yeah, I heard somewhere that it's supposed to be like $7 by a gallon for diesel by summer.
That's scary because that's going to really put, even if you don't drive diesel, that's going to put a pinch on a lot of people's finances, like I said, because groceries are trucked, everything's trucked, all those prices are going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff is getting expensive.
Yeah, Mr. City said 95% of the truckers were vaccinated. They just didn't want the mandate.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. You're yelling at me that I lost it.
I don't
See,
yell
and
at
that's how you get things like, you know, the vaccination. That's how you get that all politicized. It's, you know, it turns so political,
Yeah.
you know, and everything, and that's why, you know, there's people that say, oh, you know, you need to just get with it and, you know, get the vaccine, and then there's other people that are like, I'm not getting that, you know, you can do what you want to do, but I'm not getting that.
Yeah.
And,
There was actually a proposition on the ballot yesterday
mm-hmm.
that said there will be no loss of jobs because of a COVID vaccine mandate.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I don't think people should lose their jobs. I mean,
I
and
don't,
honestly, if you
That's
choose to get
good.
vaccinated, I don't care. And if you choose not to get vaccinated, I don't care.
Mhm.
but
Yeah, me neither.
that's
I
there
think
should
it's
not have to be a law saying that, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. They don't mandate that people have the polio vaccine. Why the COVID?
Well, when you're a baby, do you have to get that stuff? I think, right? To go to school, to
yeah,
go to public school, you'd have to have it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know about now.
I suppose. Yeah,
I don't know,
I
because I know like years ago there were people like were kind of would fight the vaccines, you know, because they're worried it was
yeah,
causing autism and stuff. So
yeah,
I don't really know because I mean my kid was vaccinated. I mean, but I think when I enrolled him in school, I had to show proof of his vaccine records, and when he came down here, I had to,
yeah,
have those records too.
yeah. Something happened. Oh, me and my first husband split up, and um, I couldn't get Jonah's vaccine records, and he either couldn't find them or threw them away or something, and so he had to get all those shots again
Oh,
before he could go to school. So he had double
huh.
of
yeah.
everything.
I
Like if
remember,
there was
and
like one vaccine that he got like 3 or 4 times, he had to get that 3 or 4 more times.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Sorry, Todd.
did you get your free COVID test from Biden?
No.
No, we don't get off work, so it's not worth taking. We don't get the paid days off, so it ain't worth us taking a
No.
test. There's no benefit.
I'm not going to take a test unless I had to. My mother-in-law went to the hospital and they come out to the waiting room and they're like, "This is Carrie," and I'm like, "Well, maybe
Oh
they're
my God,
telling us
yes.
something about, my mother-in-law." We're sitting there. She goes, "Okay, I'm here to do your COVID test." I'm like, "No." She's like, "No, you have to have your COVID test done." I'm like, "No, I don't. You're Mrs. Carrie, yes." Yeah, I'm like, "I'm Tara Carrie. My mother-in-law is
No,
back."
no. Then she just looked at the thing and said, "So Carrie."
Yeah.
She just kept on repeating Carrie.
And then I said, "If I have to have a COVID test, I'm walking out of here." And then they figured out it was my mother-in-law who was still in the back. Then they
But
went
she didn't
back
know
and
the first name. She just had your last name.
oh my God, but she was getting real pushy with it. And I'm like, "I'll just leave. I don't care. You're not giving me a COVID test."
She was like a lunch lady when you ask for seconds, like on the meat entree or whatever at school, and you don't get seconds on that, and you're like getting demanding, and she's like, "No, you're not getting seconds." She's like, "You are taking this COVID test."
I wonder if you
Slap
can
it,
sell
Joe.
these.
Slap it, Joe.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can sell these tests on eBay.
Oh, I
Um,
don't think I'd do that.
Oh,
I
you
don't
better
think
price
it'd
them.
be worth that. I don't
Better
think
not
it'd be
price
worth
gouge
it.
them.
I don't think I would
I don't.
do
They're
that.
saying there's like 500,000 though unclaimed. There's like 500,000 tests that because I think what happened was when they changed the time off from 10 days to 5 days, everybody's like, "Well, what's the point in 5 days?" So it
Yeah.
wasn't worth it.
Well, you know, like they're not gonna pay for me to be out of work. I have to
Yeah.
pay out of my PTO.
Yeah.
It comes out of my PTO first, and then anything that, you know, like if I got really sick or whatever and had to be in the hospital, then my short-term disability would kick in, then my long-term, and then maybe after all that's gone, then maybe they might pay for
Yeah.
something, but I doubt it.
It's kind of like, you know how the vaccines are free, provided by the government, but yet when you go get the vaccine, how come they need your insurance information?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
You're everybody who is insured, which is most people. Your insurance company pays for it.
Yeah, I think my insurance company paid for mine.
Yeah.
You would have to
Because
look.
if it was truly free by the government, why would you even have to provide your insurance? Not to
Yeah.
get real crazy, but why did you have to provide your insurance information? But I had to show my insurance card when I got it. So
Who
anyway,
paid for these? Taxpayers?
yeah, it's part of your
I guess.
Was that part of the infrastructure bill or something, or what was the American Rescue Act? I think. Yeah. So you paid for that.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Can we take cash instead of the test?
I'll vote for that.
I think the COVID stuff's behind us a little bit. They're dropping like these mask mandates. You know, like DC now is mask free. I now like because one kid doesn't ride the school bus, but down here because school buses are on the roadway, they didn't have to wear masks all day at school, but they had to wear a mask if they rode their school bus home, which seems
Oh.
stupid because they're not wearing a mask all day
Yeah, well, I
anyway.
think it was DOT.
Yeah, it's something with DOT or something like that, or highway system. But they had to wear them on the bus. But now that stuff's gone because the mask mandates were dropped yesterday. So I
Yeah.
think we're probably on the backside. I think this COVID stuff's gotten with the midterms coming up. It's so unpopular. They're starting to like maybe get rid of it. We'll see.
Well, it also leaked that the cloth mask didn't work.
No, whatever.
So
My
that's why that's
boss,
million people die.
she took her dog to the, or her husband took her dog to the vet, and the dog's a puppy, and took her to get her shots. And when they got home, she was looking at the vaccine record, and they gave her the dog a COVID vaccine,
Mm.
and didn't even say anything about it. And she was asking her husband, "You got her the COVID vaccine? Why'd you do that?" He goes, "I don't know. I just got her the vaccinations that she was supposed to get."
Well, COVID's been around for a long time because I know, like, even back when COVID first started hitting with the human population here, I mean, there's horse medicines where it'll be like, you know, you can use this to treat
Yeah.
COVID and stuff like that. They didn't call it COVID-19, but they just called it, you know, coronavirus or whatever.
Yeah. The COVID test fairy dropped them off. He hitched a ride with Santa. They're free. Free, I say. Okay, Mike.
Yeah, who's paying those elves at the North Pole to make that stuff?
Yeah.
They only gave us one each.
Are you going to use it, or did you just take it in case you have to use it?
I will probably use it if I start getting sick and I don't know why.
I was sick last week, and I was really, really sick. And I went to the auction last night, and one of their ringmen had COVID. He was in the emergency room. I'm like, oh man, I wonder if I got. I don't know. I was really. But anyway, I still wouldn't take a test.
No, I don't tell nobody.
I don't tell nobody shit.
Yeah.
Unless I think I gotta go to the hospital because something's out of control, I ain't taking no test no matter what. Yeah.
I mean, does this go online or is it like a pregnancy test where you just
I
pee on
don't
a
know.
stick?
Yeah, I don't know because I don't buy it.
That's another.
Or I don't get it. Yeah, that's another test you
Yeah.
don't tell anybody about.
You're
If you're
probably gonna
pregnant.
have to swab yourself.
Yeah.
We had a lady.
I think it does turn
The
colors.
girl at the hospital got kicked in the stomach.
Oh yeah, she's pregnant, and you know, you have a patient starts acting owly. They're a little senile.
My mother.
Okay, I was gonna leave that part out. So she kicked, and she kicked the lady in the stomach. She goes, "Oh yeah, you know," she's telling Jim's sister, "Yeah, I'm pregnant, but I can't tell the hospital, otherwise I'll lose my job right now if they know I'm pregnant."
She's her internship.
Yeah.
And she has to finish her internship, so she's hoping she can hide it till the end of the school thing, so she can get all the way through because she knows the hospital will let her go and she won't get her her whatever her internship hours that she needs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what a screwed up system.
Yeah.
I mean, all this other stuff they give them all this, the two guys can, take off for their new adopted baby that they had together. But you can't let this lady at the hospital, this poor girl, finish her
She could
internship.
fly a fighter
Yeah.
jet with her maternity.
And I don't want
Flight
this,
suit.
and not that this has anything to do with anything,
Wow.
because I don't like to identify people by race. But this girl is black. She's also a minority that they're trying to, that they're pushing all this stuff. Oh, we're trying to help minorities and stuff like this. Here's a girl afraid to lose her job. They ain't helping
Yeah.
her none.
You know what? It only goes as far as, as they say,
Yeah.
that we're doing it for the minorities. It only goes so far
Yeah.
because, in certain circumstances, they make the rules and it's whatever,
Mike. Yeah, just
he's awful.
pee on one end and
Poop on the other.
see, put some
What?
poo sample on that.
Give it to 'em.
Send it in. I don't know how it works. Do you send it in? I'll have to watch the YouTube video.
I don't think so. I think
By the
there's
way,
something that you stick it in and it will give you an answer. That's what I'm thinking.
I just looked on the eBay and there's not one of these on the eBay. I imagine they would immediately take them down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's got a UPC number and everything though.
Yeah. You just have to watch doing anything with that because, like, I tried to list a bunch of sanitizer. They wouldn't let me.
Yeah, well, especially when that stuff was going on with the price gouge. I mean, that really
Mhm.
shut that stuff down. I don't really think you can list ivermectin right now because I've noticed that there's like hardly any on there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sister Creek. Oh yeah, it does. Oh my
Unless
god.
Unless
Nice
you
Visits
said
are-
that's a home health. You get your own result in like 15 minutes.
send it directly to the White House.
So did you get any of that stuff listed yesterday?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few things listed. Not as much as I should have.
Yeah.
I did maybe 5 or 6 listings yesterday.
Yeah, me too. I got I did
Dwayne!
Hi, Dwayne.
Dwayne needs to come in the chat.
You
He
don't
means
see
to
him
come
much
on
anymore.
here.
Haven't got to talk to Dwayne in months.
Come on, Dwayne. Put the link in, Todd.
Just did. Pay
Okay.
attention.
Okay. I'm laggy.
Candy.
He says he is in the chat. See, I told you.
No, I mean, come on the panel and talk to us.
That's what he meant.
I spent $400 on tests when my boys and girls had it. Golly.
Wow.
Oh, he's at work. Are you fixing copiers for the airmen? You're such a good patriot.
Yeah. We waited in line almost 7 hours to get COVID tests to go on our cruise.
Yeah, that would suck.
They had just a single building.
Those damn copiers. I know, right? They keep breaking.
Check my WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah, I've been watching these swimsuit shorts at Walmart. At my Walmart, they were for a long, long time. They were $3 and $2,
Yeah.
and I was I just kept watching, and yesterday they were $1. So
Yeah.
I got 20 pairs of board
Yeah.
shorts.
Cyber sent me a picture. That's a door on a church he went to a wedding at.
Oh,
That's
wow.
cool.
1670. Good grief. That's older than I am.
Oh,
1670.
Wow.
That was.
That's really cool.
God, we had 13 colonies. That was. Wow. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's about the same age that San Antonio is, and San Antonio was a Spanish mission.
Yeah,
Where
the
the
Alamo.
Alamo was, yeah.
Yeah.
Long before Mexico was Mexico.
it's like if you go to St. Augustine, Florida. Actually, that's a really cool
Yeah.
place to go. Like, go just walk around like by the fort and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think I learned more about the Alamo watching Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure
Oh my god, that's Jim's favorite movie.
more than I did in history class.
I never went to the Alamo. I was out in way West Texas. I drove through there once, but that's it.
Shut up, Dwayne.
Oh my gosh.
No, I got too old to hang doors about that time, yeah. Anyway, so this morning I walk into the front bathroom
Mm-hmm.
and the floor mats are wet, and I'm like,
Oh
oh
no.
crap. So I got a leak underneath there's 2 sinks in our front bathroom,
Oh.
and one of them has been broken for a long time, so I'm like, I don't care, I just turn off the valves under the sink, we'll use the other sink.
Yeah.
We don't have 2 people that need to be in there at a time anyway, so
Right.
it wasn't a big deal, but now the valves started leaking, so I'm like, yeah.
Oh, so that wasn't this morning that you turned off the valve.
No, it's been off
Oh,
for 2 years probably.
yeah.
I bought a new faucet and valves and hoses, but just the thought of going out in the backyard, turning off the water, coming back in, sticking, the area underneath a bathroom sink is not very big.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of have to lay on your side and your back and stick wrenches up in there to get the old valves
Have the
off.
Lowe's
And
people do it for you. Just have them come back.
Russia's not on the UN Security
who?
Council.
Oh yeah.
They're supposed to be permanent members.
And I'm too cheap to hire a plumber to do it.
Russia just needs to transfer to
Maybe I will. I don't know. So I stuck a big cup underneath the drip, but I had like 5 rolls of toilet paper in there that were just.
I bet. Just stop.
Wait, I put one in the trash can right here. Here's a roll of toilet paper that was underneath that sink. It's just sopping wet. I should try to dry it out and still use it, huh? It looks like
I think it's done
look,
for.
it got so much water soaked in it, it mashed down flat.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing it wasn't toilet water.
Mhm.
Well, you can dry it off and then you'll be able to use it. Be like a wet wipe. It'll really get your butt extra clean.
Get you
No.
extra sparkly clean
Mhm.
from
It makes
Sink
me
the
wonder that way.
drippings. With some towels under there, and they're sopping wet. It's just a little bitty tiny drip. It must have been leaking for like days because it was the slowness of the drip and
Yeah.
how much time it would take to eventually get out to the floor mats.
I got you.
Anyway, home ownership, gotta love it. How much would a plumber charge to come out for an hour? That's all it would take.
Well, it's got to be over 100 an hour. And I mean, you have to get them to drive over there.
Yeah, I got the parts and everything. All they'd have to do is change it. Ugh, I can do it. I know I can. I just hope the old valves aren't stuck on there real bad because
Yeah.
then you got to get a wrench to put it on the pipe coming out of the wall
Mhm.
to back up. Oh,
Oh,
cha-ching!
maybe they paid.
I just sold a skateboard.
Oh, good job.
Something else big and long I have to pack up.
Yeah, you hadn't put me on the show yet, and you were saying that you sold 2 yesterday, and I was over here going, "Yes, I beat Todd." Because I had 3 they paid.
Nice.
I was super happy.
So, where'd you buy like men's swim trunks, like board shorts, Sally?
Yeah, they're swim shorts,
Cool.
board
Oh, wow.
shorts. Yeah,
And they went on clear. Well, I guess up there because it's probably pretty wintry. But I'm like, well, yeah, because they're like my Walmart's bringing that stuff out right now.
they were they've been out for. I mean, these are from last year,
Hmm.
and I mean, usually they'll sell a whole lot of them, but for some reason these weren't big sellers. They're very decorative.
Hmm.
Um, there's they have different styles or whatever, but
It was like,
um,
must
yeah,
be.
they
I
had a
don't know
bunch
if
of
it
them.
was my Walmart. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but they put all their character sheets, like kids bedding, on like super clearance, like
Oh,
$5 for like character comforter sets, and like
yeah.
$3 for the sheet sets. And I've been selling
I
those. I mean, I
kinda
sold some Fortnite sheets, and I sold this morning. I think I sold a Hello Kitty comforter set, and I got like $41 for it. And I think I paid 5 for it.
Yeah. See you later, Cyber. Have a good day.
Bye, Cyber.
Is it green?
Green for the first
Oh,
time in
that's good.
almost
Hopefully it stays that way.
the first time this year.
Yeah, I got see, compared to the women's swim stuff, like from last year, there was only 2 bikini bottoms left, and then and they had those priced for $1, so I grabbed both of those, and then they had like 5 or 6 swimsuits, like full one-piece swimsuits that were U.S. Polo Association, and they had those priced at $5 though. So I'm not doing it unless it's $1 because I figure that's cheaper than what I can get it at the thrift store.
Yeah.
So and I'm selling that kind of stuff all the time from Walmart, and I'm
Mhm.
selling it for even sometimes more than what they were for it in the store.
Yes, the porn gods are definitely punishing you, probably. That sounds like
Yeah.
it hurts
Well,
when you need 7 stitches.
what the heck?
What the heck?
are you doing over there, Dwayne? You
What's
trying
that?
to hurt yourself or what? The porn gods are sending me a sign. Or you're just clumsy. Well, I did the splits last week.
Ow!
Amazing because I'm not a gymnast.
Yikes!
And
That's
I'm
scary.
really not that flexible for a
I never could. Even
45-year-old
when I was a
gal.
kid, I couldn't do the splits.
I'm not that flexible for a 45-year-old gal. So it was it felt like I was in a major car accident.
Oh,
My
man.
sister said, you should stretch that right now. You should stretch that out because if you don't, it's just gonna hurt worse. And so I stretched as much as I possibly could, but I'm like, if I do any more, I'm gonna be doing the splits again.
Did you fall on the ice or something?
I slipped. I didn't fall, but my this foot was on one step, and then I stepped down onto the next step, and my foot slid
Mm.
and kept going until this leg was actually touching the ground.
Oh boy.
The front of my thigh. The front of my thigh. Like, yeah, it's not supposed to go like that.
I don't think I could bend that way without actually breaking a bone.
I'm surprised I didn't break something. It was really painful though, and I had really bad strains. It's still bothering me a little bit in my sciatica and also in my ankle. My ankle was really bad sprained. I probably limped for like 2 days
Hmm.
at least. And yeah, it was that's just how it goes when you get older, man. You don't and you're not used to I was telling my sister, I'm not used to spreading my legs no more.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's hard to get old.
Oh, boy.
She's like, I know, sister, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not fun. And like, even right now, I went and took my packages out, and my road is ice, so I can't step. I can't walk on my road. So I went the back way to the mailbox through my yard, and there's ice. There's like a lot of ice on top of the grass. Probably at least 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, get your ass down to North Carolina, or you don't have to worry so much about all that
Well,
ice.
Yeah.
we had that big ice storm,
Oh
and then
yeah.
we got a bunch of snow on top of it.
Hmm.
So I'm walking across my yard, and I can hear the ice cracking, and but it held me. Yeah, it's 45 degrees there. It's probably 10 here.
Yeah, it's gonna be almost 70 here.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
We're going up to 77 today.
I think we're supposed to be like around 69 or 70 today.
Hey, Texas Valerie, how warm's it supposed to get there today? She lives farther south than me. A lot of times they'll be even warmer than we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the daffodils and everything are like, like really growing here and getting ready to bloom.
I wish it was sunny and warm here.
Yeah, get out of there, Sally. Leave.
I know. I'm so freaking cold all the time. Like, I wear a million layers of clothes to work. And when I say a million, I mean 3, but still 3.
No.
That means I wear 3 shirts, and 2 of those are sweatshirts.
75.
And then I wear 2 pairs of pants. But still, I probably look like I'm about 100 pounds more than I actually am.
Like that kid on Christmas Story that the
Yeah.
mom dresses. He can't even move his
Yeah.
arms.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets knocked over, he can't get up because he's got
Mhm.
on so many clothes.
Yeah. I just had my a thyroid panel done, Joanne. Everything seems fine. Oh, we should get up to the 80s this week.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Time to get the salt converter put on my pool. I gotta get that done. I looked at the price of chlorine, a 50-pound tub of it was $280.
Oh.
Man,
Did you always have the salt converter on your pool, or are you just putting that on?
No, I never. We've
No.
always been just straight chlorine. But when we first moved here, you could get chlorine for about $2.25 a pound.
Jim bought
And
an above ground. He's got an above ground pool, and when he bought it, it came with that salt converter thing. But they say that like is better than the chlorinated water.
yeah, but it's almost $6 a pound now for chlorine. I'm like,
I wonder why chlorine is so high.
well, the pool guys say that because of the hurricane 2 years ago in Louisiana, the world's largest chlorine plant caught on fire, and they haven't. Yeah, I looked online, Texas Val. That was the online price for it. But I'm just gonna bite the bullet and spend the $4,000 to get a chlorine or a salt converter to put on.
yeah.
The price of chlorine that'll pay for it in 2 years. Because I would go through like 4 or 5 of those tubs. Maybe it would take 3 years to pay for it, but this way I wouldn't even have to think about how much chlorine's in the pool. It's just going to regulate it and make it good. So anyway, fun. I was just waiting to have it put on until we got through having overnight freezes. So it's about that time. Anyway.
Do you still use your pool a lot in the summer?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
when
When Jim's family was in Florida, they had a really beautiful in-ground pool, but honestly, and I would use it all the time, but they didn't hardly ever use it anymore. I mean, when they first got the house, they used it a lot, but then they just didn't really use it very much.
Yeah, when I've got the pool up and running in the summers, I'll get in it 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they were having, the pool guy come and the chemicals and everything, and they just weren't really using it that much. So then to them, it was a real, like big cost.
1 tub per season. Dang.
Such wonders if it has anything to do with being on a well, not city water.
It could be. And I think Texas Val always has one of those pool things going around scraping the sides and bottom every day, all the time. I just get out the old pole and vacuum and vacuum mine.
Do you use like the tablets? No.
Some, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Combination
Well,
of
how much did you say it is for the tub? $100. That's what it is here.
for a 50-pound tub. It's like $280.
Oh wow.
Let me look
Yeah.
on Amazon for a tub of shock.
She said that it should be cheaper than that online.
Let's see.
Yeah, she says they have hard water, so she uses a lot more acid, and she has an auto pool cleaner. But doesn't Beth pay a lot too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Or was hers cheaper than yours too?
She just pays a monthly fee or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like on Amazon they've got like 12 pounds for $62. What is that?
No.
Wow. Yeah, that's way cheaper
Way cheaper than what?
than what you said.
Yeah, but
No,
it's
I
only
said,
12 pounds.
yeah,
He was talking
Oh.
about 50 pounds for what, 200?
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, they got 50 pounds at my Walmart for
280.
$279.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Texas Val said you should never use just shock, Todd. That's way
Yeah,
too expensive, and I only use shock to regulate.
yeah, but the tabs are expensive too. Let's see, how much are the tabs? 50 pounds of tabs are 260 bucks. So, I don't know. You either use the tabs or use the shock. I don't know,
Yeah, but you
maybe
might have to
cheaper.
use. How often do you use the shock?
Once a week.
And how often do you use the tabs? Every day?
Yeah, you just keep the tabs in the pool and let it go. But yeah, it'd be all right. I'll get the salt converter put on. I have problems with my pool because we have so many plants and trees right up close to it. That's one of our problems. It's not just like on bare for 50 feet around the pool.
Hmm.
We get lots of leaves and stuff in our pool.
Well, that guy Jim bought an above ground pool, and it has the salt thing in it. And that guy said, that's what he said. He goes, the salt is a lot better than the chlorinated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, I'll bite the bullet and do that.
Yeah. Yep, your wife's gonna need a pool to lounge around in the summer.
Yeah, I think I get more exercise cleaning the pool than I do actually getting in it and swimming.
Yeah.
First world problems. We bought this house with the pool already back there, so that swimming pool was built in the late 70s, so it's
Those in-grounds are really expensive to put in now.
yeah. You get mice in your pool. We get those little frogs get in our pool and they can't get out.
Yes.
Do they put the screens over the pools? Like, like in Florida, you get those whole, like, screened in things on the pool? Do you have those or no?
You could probably get one built, but that would be probably $10,000.
Yeah, because, like, Jim's parents, it looks like a huge bird cage. It's just all screens, because otherwise you'd have lizards and snakes in your pool.
Yeah.
Yucky.
Anyway, I gotta get my skateboard packed and gotta get underneath the bathroom sink and put on a new faucet. I got stuff to do, so
Time to
it's
quit
9 o'clock. Time to.
for the work.
You doing the show tomorrow, Sally, or am I doing it again?
You, and then I'm on Friday.
Okay. So, see y'all tomorrow at the same bat time, same bat channel.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.